Game Award hosts say Elon and Trump to resounding applause and cheers. Okay, what's this?
My favorite games, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred is
Well, you know this guy's retarded.
nominated for Online Game of the Year.
Wow.
Get your hands together. Thank you, Rod. Of course.
Why is it that we can meme on Jeb Bush for saying please clap, but get your hands together because not enough people were clapping isn't the same thing?
That is a game that takes real skill.
It does. Yeah, and I'm not trying to flatter everyone here, but if I know one thing about this audience is that none of you had to pay someone to play Diablo for you.
It's hard to level up your own characters when you're dismantling democracy.
I feel like we're in good company here, but just in case for the people online.
I mean, I guess this doesn't really matter, right? But like if it did matter, he bought things in Diablo 4, but it seemed like he played his own character in Diablo 4, whereas in PoE, he bought things in PoE and he didn't play his own character. I mean, proof? Well, this is what the evidence is showing.
If you get mad at that joke, it's Greg Miller. G-R-E-G.
M-I-L-L-E-R. Fuck Elon Musk and fuck Donald Trump.
Man. Okay, let's watch.
Yeah, and on top of that, GameStop shut down Game Informer.
And that one really hurt. I can't believe that. Of course, Game Informer was the best part of GameStop.
Okay, we're gonna watch this and just see what it... Like, I want to watch the entire thing because I actually think the entire thing is going to be even more cringe than just that clip.
Okay. Sit down!
Man.
Thank you. I didn't want to yell, but you made me. Now this is how the night will be run. You will listen to us and only us.
Ooh.
Stella, take it away.
Never had this much power before, but welcome to the 2025 DICE Awards. I'm Stella Chung.
I'm Greg Miller.
You know, Greg, I think we're the last people left with jobs in games media.
That is correct. It is very...
We'll do our best to correct that. Don't worry.
very bleak out there, but how are you doing with that?
You know, I'm actually doing okay. It was a little bit of a long January, but it feels like the first time I moved out of my parents' house. And, you know, it's good to feel independence.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to, Stella, now that you're a free agent and you're out there, you could come work with us at Kinda Funny.
I mean this with my whole heart.
This guy works at a place called Kinda Funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I am not that desperate.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
All right, next year when you're still unemployed, we'll see what's...
Yeah.
All right, okay.
No, it's not going to be 3 hours of this. It's just a very short segment where they're speaking. It's like 10 minutes.
Well, before we get
If you
started...
guys really thought that I was going to make you sit through 3 hours of this dog shit, you're absolutely out of your mind. Even IGN couldn't make people do it.
I wanted to ask everyone here to give yourselves a round of applause.
For what?
If you are in this room right now, that means you were responsible for creating some of our newest, best games of all time.
Oh, okay. Now everything makes sense. So a lot of the people that are here are basically just game developers, and this is an industry event where they get together and give each other awards. Okay. Well, now, all right. So basically, they set up a circle jerk event for themselves so they can give each other awards for the games that are popular in the corporate world, but nobody actually gives a shit about. Okay, great. It's literally a circle. Yeah, great. This is what a subreddit looks like in real life.
Yeah, or you may have just gotten lost in the casino and felt like you walked into a fancy Doctor Who convention.
Yes, if you are in fact a normal person, these are people who make video games. And no, none of us can get your nephew free V-Bucks.
No. If this is your first time at the DICE Awards, let us explain it to you.
Of course, it is basically the same as the Game Awards, except instead of Muppets like Statler and Waldorf, we have hundreds of disgruntled white guys.
So this is the guy that runs the place called Kinda Funny. Oh man. Oh man, we're gonna have to sit there. Yep, there we go. Oh god.
Just in case, before anyone online gets mad, please note that it was Greg Miller that made that joke. So that's GREGMIL.
They got it, Sarah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. They're well aware of me online. Of course,
Yep.
we know you're excited for the awards part of our awards show.
Yeah, so that's why the producers have asked us to keep the show tight this year.
And they mean as short as possible.
Ooh, kind of like the amount of time Concord existed.
I don't know what that is.
And the show is over. We'll see you next year.
Well,
It was a sad thing, but trust me, if you thought that was the worst joke of the night, strap in.
I have a feeling that that's the first thing that is kind of funny, because I can guarantee you that he will have jokes that are even worse than that. I can totally expect that. I believe you.
yeah, I am honestly a little in awe of this audience. There are some very powerful executives in the game industry here tonight.
And to all of you, let me be the first to say,
I think that it's very illuminating, the problem with video games when you have a event here for the industry where there's a bunch of gaming executives at, and it's just a nonstop barrage of weird social messaging, political posturing, virtue signaling, and reverse quote, basically just racism. Yeah, I really think that this is the kind of thing that you watch and you're like, every one of my bad opinions is actually accurate and I was right. It is. I wonder if they're going to give Dragon Age Veilguard an award.
stop firing people.
Yeah. I know, we would love to keep it positive here, but you're making it really hard.
Like nightmare.
I can think of two people that probably will be fired. I've got a pretty good idea of two people that are probably going to end up getting fired. I don't know. You guys think of anybody?
Difficulty hard. Like,
Yeah.
how much do these bonuses need to be that you keep laying these people off? Speaking of Greg Way, but
It's so funny that they still don't understand, like, that it's not about the bonuses. That's not the reason. It's because the games aren't selling. Like, people aren't buying the games because people like this make the games. People play video games to get away from people like this. Like, they have to deal with this asshole already at their job, and they're playing video games explicitly to get away from this person. And then this person injects themselves into video games because nobody wants to be around somebody like this. It's so obnoxious, right? And so this is what happens. Like, when people talk politics in game chat, yeah, well, no. I mean, that's preferable to this.
Bungie laid off hundreds of people last year, while the CEO of the company was apparently spending millions of dollars on old cars. I'll say this, it's rare to see an
Bungie. That's what happened with Bungie.
executive literally driving a company into the ground. And we're just getting started, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, so again, all I want you to do is just strap in, because it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for everybody out there.
It's going to keep getting worse, too, by the way. Because the people have woken up and they've realized that they can autistically screech loud enough and destroy an entire game studio. And now that the taste of that power has been felt, there's no going back. We've seen it happen, and we will make it happen again. With pleasure.
Right? And it's only going to get worse.
Wait.
Cheers to Shuhei. Cheers to you, Sel.
Cheers.
What is this? Drinking alcohol. Wow.
Just gonna put that.
Oh,
it's
It's sewn shut. It's all
Okay,
you know,
all right.
cheap suit.
Yeah. Well, so speaking on that topic, I mean, the news has been really crazy. Look at Ubisoft. They got layoffs, they got scandals, they got hostile takeover threats. I mean, seriously, imagine if their games were that exciting.
Oh my God. They would be doing so much
So
better.
the first good joke is by the girl that's not the person who works at the company called Kinda Funny. What am I surprised by? You know what I mean?
So much better.
Yeah, and on top of that, GameStop shut down Game Informer.
And that one really hurt. I can't believe that. Of course, Game Informer was the best part of GameStop.
Yeah, now unfortunately, the best part about a GameStop is leaving the GameStop.
Walking out, yeah.
Yeah.
That one was flat. Okay. There
I'm so sad I didn't get to react to this live. This is amazing. Oh my God.
Again, strap in, everybody. There was a lot of annoying culture war stuff around games in 2024.
Yeah, a lot of the talk revolved around...
This is a segment about me. This is another... See, I'm getting brought up indirectly. Like, obviously, I probably won't be named, like Voldemort. But you know, I'm not as important as apparently Elon Musk or Trump. We gotta work harder on that, guys. We gotta get these videos out. We gotta go to the White House. And like, man, yeah.
On women characters in games not being attractive anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I think about it, I have a very nuanced opinion on it, which is basically, who fucking cares?
The people that made this show and the person next to you, that's why she's wearing this dress. Idiot. Stupid idiot. How can you be that dumb? Like, who cares? It's a room temperature. This is amazing. What is this cringe? This is amazing. Oh my God. Is this discount Ricky Gervais? Not even. Really, not even.
Have these people seen a woman up close before? What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, we have. You're standing next to one. And, you know, I think if you make characters look more like her and less like the ones in Concord, you wouldn't be having posts like that, and you wouldn't be having games failing like Concord did. That's the reality, and everybody knows it. And I don't like making, you know, judgments on people's appearance or anything like that, but it's very clear that she's wearing a dress that accentuates the way that she looks, and I think that people appreciate that. This is something that people have done for literally thousands of years. It's normal. And so it's just like, do you have no self-awareness at all about this? Do you have no, like, this is outrageous. It's absolutely how can you be this ridiculously stupid? It's incredible. Oh my God. It's just virtue signaling? Yeah, but like, don't you think you could do it at a time that it doesn't seem quite as hypocritical? It's amazing. It's a script? Yeah, but they probably wrote the script.
Out everybody. But of course, you can tell times are tough because Indiana Jones fighting Nazis in games is now considered political.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's celebrate the good.
Of course.
Personally,
that was not actually the reason why people didn't like Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones did relatively well also. It reviewed well, and the people that played it enjoyed the game. It's like, it's not even something that happened. It was political how? And also the reason why people are unhappy about Indiana Jones is one of the people that was talking about the game looked like your typical, you know, like woke person with like dyed hair and it's like, you know, weird haircut. And they said they're making it for modern audiences. That's the actual reason why. It wasn't political, but it wasn't reviewed well at all. Let's fact check it. Huh. Okay. Well, what a surprise that my remembrance of a number is in fact accurate. There are a lot of cases where, actually, no. There are very minor cases where I do get things wrong. Usually I don't.
So glad that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is nominated for 6 awards tonight.
Wow. It's over 8. People like it a lot.
Including Game of the Year. Let me tell you, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets screwed out of awards more than a December video game.
Yeah, it's great for Christmas, but terrible for trophies.
Terrible for trophies, and this isn't even a joke. We just really like that game and want to call out the fact that it's great and it got a Game of the Year nomination. Come on.
I know. It really makes you feel like Indiana Jones.
It does, it does, it does.
Also, Troy Baker, if you're out there, if you ever want to leave me voicemails as Indiana Jones, feel free.
Okay.
I get one. Come on.
You get one. You get as many as you want. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I see Rod Ferguson over here. Of course, one of my favorite games, Diablo.
Rod is in the audience. Oh, God. Oh, no. He is, yep.
For Vessel of Hatred is nominated for Online Game of the Year. Get your hands together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rod. Of course, that is a game that takes real skill.
It does. Yeah, and I'm not trying to flatter everyone here, but if I know one thing about this audience is that none of you had to pay someone to play Diablo for you.
Here's how you know that's not true. Is that Elon Musk played Diablo 4 multiple times and he posted videos multiple times. Not even once did anybody call out his skill in the game at all. Because it was so simple and so easy that anybody could do it. So of all the cases of Diablo 4, because it was only really discussed, it was believable. It's like, wow, he's hitting the big button. Oh my God, he's hitting the big button and doing the big number. And this is on the level that's the big level. Ho, 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 ho!
It's hard to level up your own characters when you're dismantling democracy.
That's right. Wow.
We're in good company here, but just in case for the people online, if you get mad at that joke, it's Greg Miller. G-R-E-G.
M-I-L-L-E-R. Fuck Elon Musk and fuck Donald Trump.
Stunning and brave.
Yeah, speaking of which, a lot of changes.
This is the games industry that again, these are the people that other people tried to desperately convince you aren't trying to put politics into video games. This is an audience full of them. That's correct. Yep. Wow. Who could have guessed?
Happened in the past year.
That's right. For example, the PlayStation 5 Pro came out last year.
This is true.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, it's so powerful that Sony is almost ready to make a game for it.
Basically,
it's actually crazy that the only jokes that are kind of funny are from the person that doesn't work at Kind of Funny. I think it's funny. It's just, what are the odds, right? It's scripted, bro? Yeah, I know.
In 2024, Sony made a powerful PlayStation. So powerful, it had never been this powerful before. It was the most powerful PlayStation of all time.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and in 2024, Microsoft made Xbox more confusing than ever. That was not, come on.
I mean, I get it. Everything's an Xbox with the screen. I think it's cool, but whatever. Online people hate it. But of course.
Okay, that's a Greg W. At least he fucking understands. He's right about that. Xbox is the best publisher out there right now. Like, aside from maybe Steam, right?
We did finally get the big announcement. The Switch 2. It's huge. It's a huge deal.
Yes, I'm so excited. I mean, we're still waiting on a lot of the important details, of course.
Of course. It's expected to release later this year, and based on tariffs, it's going to cost about $17,000.
Still cheaper than eggs, but you know,
Still
it's fine.
cheaper than eggs.
Yeah.
That is correct. Well, probably it'd be easier to get than eggs
I know,
as well.
honestly, yeah. So another big story from the past year was a lot of companies have been trying to figure out how to incorporate AI into their games.
And Stella and
Oh
I,
no, here we go. Here's the AI. This is the obligatory AI being bad. Oh god, here we go. You ready?
I actually have a very easy solution.
Yeah, ready? Don't steal my
I told you. It's just it's these people. It's like it's NPC programming, man. It's so sad. It really is. You know, people like this make me feel really good. And to be fair, I think this girl is doing a relative. It's mainly this guy that's very obnoxious. The girl is okay. People like this actually put me in a good mood because I realize that we're going to keep winning. Because people like this are so obnoxious, so unlikable, so rude, so annoying that they just can't stop getting in the way of themselves. This is great.
joke.
Yeah.
Don't steal my line.
Don't put AI in your games. We stopped the NFT thing. We should learn from that mistake. We should also not do the AI thing, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but some of you in this audience are real heroes. As a resident of Los Angeles, and I know some of y'all are too, I want to personally thank each and every one of you who donated.
So there's a lot. This show is in California. So the problem with something like this is that there are just if you're like one of those, you know, they call them chuds, like this is like watching remember like whenever Alex Jones got into the Bohemian Grove and he's like, it's real, I knew it all along. I knew it. It's like confirming every fucking bias, every stereotype, everything that you could possibly do. It's amazing.
Or put your game in a bundle or did anything to raise money to help with the fires.
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you.
The fires suck.
Of course, so many people did great stuff.
Let me guess. Now he's going to pivot to making a dig at Trump for something.
Let us give you one example. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is nominated for 3 awards tonight, and that's impressive on its own.
Oh, that's pretty good. They didn't do that. I'm surprised.
Even more impressive, a bundle created for Call of Duty raised over $1.6 million to help with LA fires.
All right.
And then Activision donated another $1 million. So let's give it up for them.
Good job, Activision.
It was just Activision's way of saying, we love you, Los Angeles.
Yeah, but also Treyarch's way of saying, we're so sorry that Peter Ackerman flew a drone into that plane.
What? I don't know about that.
It turns out you can't solve every problem with a joystick.
No, unfortunately. But also, sorry, Treyarch. We know he's not actually there anymore. Sorry.
But we also know it definitely came up in some conversations, so.
Yeah. But also nominated tonight is Balatro.
Yes. You already know, but Balatro is great because at its core, it's an addictively simple game.
Yeah, I know some of y'all are playing it right now on your phones. So. But describing Balatro to someone makes you sound like an insane person.
Okay, so it's poker, but there's like 50 jokers. And you can only use 5 of them unless, of course, you have a negative joker, which gives you more jokers.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That sounds easy.
Very easy. I don't know why people have so much trouble with it. It's also wild, of course, that the developer of Balatro is anonymous.
Yeah, so if any of you are looking to impress someone at the after party, have I got a lie for you?
Yeah, I created Balatro, you know, with all the
Where's
cards
this going?
and stuff.
It's going to the cemetery. It is. It is. It's going to the morgue. We found the we found the negative Joker. Somebody's like, I just found a negative Joker. Oh God. Oh man, there it is, right?
Oh my God. Can I buy you a drink later?
It's that easy, everybody, and I think it's open bar, so that's even weirder.
Can we skip this? It's almost over.
But that's right! The developer of Balatro is anonymous. I mean, seriously, who is this Joker? I can't believe they're booing you, Stella.
How dare you?
This is actually true, of course. We were actually told to only do one Balatro joke.
To which we said, nobody does just one round of Balatro.
Because you play
yeah.
fast and you play a lot of rounds all at once. Oh, now they're hissing. Damn, they hate you. They hate you, Stella.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. Okay, fine. What about Astrobot? There we go. Okay, we got him back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what an amazing game. So deserving of a nomination for Game of the Year.
I know, right? Astrobot was like a beautiful commercial for every game that Sony doesn't make anymore.
That was a good one, to be fair. I would say that is, in fact, kind of funny. It's been 10 minutes, so he's finally got one in.
Look, bring back Parappa the Rapper already. I need a reason to...
Come on, where is he? Bring him back!
Oh, also, let's not forget about Marvel Rivals, which is nominated for Online Game of the Year.
What a great game!
Didn't they just criticize like Donald Trump or Elon Musk for trying to dismantle democracy, and now they're glazing a Chinese-made game? I don't know, guys. I don't know about this. I think there's a bit of it's different. No, it's not. I don't think it's different really that much at all. Yeah, I don't. I really don't think it's that different. It's not. Yeah, I'm. You're assuming they know it's Chinese made. Where's the correlation there? The correlation there is that China is every company that is in China is owned is related to the Chinese Communist Party, and the games that are put out by China are censored and moderated in ways that make the Chinese international image look better. And so if you have a problem with people that are trying to dismantle democracy and you're glazing a Chinese game, I'm sorry, but I'm just simply not going to have... And also, this, by the way, is a Chinese game that actively censors discussions about genocide. I'm just simply like, and by the way, I have no problem with this. I love Marvel Rivals. I played it like 2 days ago. But I'm not grandstanding. It's different? It's not. I don't think it's different at all. Who cares? They do. And I do too. I think it's an insult to the intelligence of a lot of the viewers when you can have such obvious double standards that I think it just makes it to where like all of these opinions are just really only specific political issues. Yeah. It's virtue signaling that's opportunistic that gets applause. It's obvious to you? Yeah, it is. You care what happens in China? I mean, to an extent, yeah. If they're marketing a product and putting out, and if they're, yeah, I think it's fair to care, like, to an extent what happens over there. And if you want to make a political statement and then you don't hold other people to the same standard, I think that's outrageous. What does genocide have to do with Marvel Rivals? Well, you can't discuss certain topics or use certain words in the chat of Marvel Rivals because they conflict with CCP censorship. Yeah, type 1989. So I don't know. I don't think it's different really at all. No, I find it to be completely hypocritical and annoying. That's my opinion.
Yeah, so I think I saw some people who didn't clap. Anyone who didn't clap probably worked on Overwatch, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay. But also, I like that games named
Well, it's accurate that she said worked, considering most of them probably already got fired.
Torment, Vessel of Hatred, and Mouthwashing are all nominated, and surprisingly, the one that messed me up the most is Mouthwashing.
Yeah, of course.
It was a good game.
I don't want to get too graphic. I don't want to spoil anything either, but in that game, you cut off a piece of another character's leg and feed it to him.
You literally just spoiled it.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm about to spoil something too because it's crazy. The same exact thing happened in The Plucky Squire.
I didn't see it coming. You know? Such a nice little art style, and then I'm just feeding people legs. It's weird. Also, is it me, or is role-playing game of the year one of the most wild categories this year?
Yeah, I mean, literally,
It's
Final
almost
Fantasy
over,
VII
guys.
Rebirth and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth allow you to ride dolphins. So let me repeat
It's almost
that.
over.
2 of the nominated games allow you to ride dolphins.
Thank God. Yeah.
Come on, you can go. It's fine. John Vignacchi knows it's impressive, right, John? Yeah, thank you very much. But of course, I think we can all agree that it's the story in a role-playing game that really gives you porpoise.
That was, yeah.
Man, Stella, I'll see if I can get Jessica Chobat back. I don't know, man.
I will literally powerbomb you through a table.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Anyways, so there is Helldivers 2 also, which we both love. Which is, yeah.
Come on. For Super Earth!
Yes. Yes, and Helldivers 2 is nominated for 6 awards tonight, including Game of the Year.
Now, if you're not familiar with Helldivers 2, it's a game in which the Earth could be destroyed if Arrowhead ever uses the PlayStation Network login screen again. Turns out PC gamers really hate that. Who would have thought? All right, we're going to start giving out the awards, but I wanted to give you all one more time to give it up for yourselves, please, everybody.
Wow.
Yes, and please give it up for Noodle House for all the amazing visuals throughout the show that you'll be seeing quite shortly.
Man.
We really appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, we may joke about the industry, but we truly love games more than anything.
Even more than family.
Oh. Hey, Jen, if you want to be with a real gamer, let me know. Just saying.
The force laughing is cringe.
I do. Thank you. But yeah, no, games are an art form that brings people together across the world in a time where we really need it.
And it's because of all of you, the developers, the staff, everyone that we have these games.
You are actually, literally the lifeblood of this industry, and you are what makes it great. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Let's get on with the show, everybody. It's Dice!
I feel like this guy is like if you took Jack Black and you made him more obnoxious, more virtue signally, and you remove the charisma aspect, and then he wasn't funny. Like he's basically like the negative Joker version of Jack Black. You know, that's pretty much where we're at. And so anyway, Jack White, yeah, I guess so. But no, he's too cool for that. I don't even want to use. Yeah, absolutely not. And he's just Greg. And so this is a. I don't even know what to say, man. It's. I think this goes and it explains exactly. I see something like this, and every conspiracy theory that I have. And every partially complete but not completely justified bias that I have about games media and about video game, like the people that make video games, I watch this and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, it looks like I was right about everything. Like it does. What conspiracy? I think that they all have all the same political views. I think that they inject those political views into the games. I think that they have these reductive and also fucking Luddite views on things like AI. They're extremely unlikable. They're not funny. You know, that's it. I feel so validated. Yeah, I do. I feel massively validated by this. And how long do you think this is going to turn around? Well, I mean, this show really didn't go very well. So if I go and I look at, where's the biggest, the most popular version of this? So this is, I guess, on IGN. So this is from 2022. We can look at that, 2024. And so let's go ahead and see how people reacted last time. So 2022, people generally liked it. 2024, people generally liked it. And then this one now, this is the new one that just came out, and people actually overall did not like it. So this is what happens when you do this. This is exactly what it is. And you can just look at it right there. They hate watched it. Yeah, it has 2 comments. Well, there we go. Greg Miller is the joke. Get it? Yeah. And so, and what's this? You'll get more views in less than half an hour. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, in general. But anyway, this is, it's really sad to see it happen. It really is. But this is what happens when you make you know, when you have an industry that's built in a bubble, and the bubble is bursting. They're complaining about layoffs, and they don't realize that their attitude, their demeanor, and everything about them is the reason why the layoffs are happening. Is because they forgot they were selling to customers. It's sad.